All right, we are back on the Andre Duke Show with Carter Smith. How is everybody doing today? A lot going on in the world as of right now. Just a interesting time. If you're watching out there on Twitter or YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. Help us grow this thing. That is something that we're working on trying to do here. But yeah, let's get into it. Notre Dame taking on Texas A&M. Just some interesting facts. Big games this weekend. As I can see, that is what we got going on. Just looking at it from a bird's eye, we have obviously Tennessee, Georgia. We got Notre Dame, A&M. Let me get some other things pulled up here. Indiana is taking on Indiana State, if anyone cares about that, on Friday night. Oregon travels to Northwestern to play in a high school stadium. Clemson, Georgia Tech. I think that's a very fascinating game, to say the least. Clemson, Georgia Tech. I'd like to see the line on that is Clemson on the road, sleepy start, noon start. I'm surprised they didn't try to move that to a night game, to be honest. Just some of the things that we have got going. Appreciate the follow there. Just some of the things that we have going. Oklahoma travels to Temple. I find that very fascinating. Also, we are live on TikTok. And if you're watching on TikTok or Twitter, come on over and join the YouTube chat. The link is in the bio. Appreciate everybody tuning in. But yeah, that is some of the stuff that we have going on. Just reading through some of the notes that I have. Wisconsin, Alabama kicking off at noon as well. I think that is a very, very fascinating game, to say the least. But trade. No, I would hang on to him, to be honest. People asking on TikTok for fantasy football. I dabble in that a little bit as well. Just JJ McCarthy, Penix, Daniel Jones. You could probably pick up Mac Jones for a little or nothing. He might be all right. Just doing some things, retweeting the link. So there's that. Got that done. But appreciate the follow. What's the spread for the UGA game this week? Georgia's currently sitting at 3.5. Tennessee, Georgia. A lot of exciting things going on as far as the Joey Aguilar stuff. It is at Neyland Stadium this weekend. Also, if you're watching on TikTok, if you hit the link in the bio and come on over to YouTube, we're going to be taking calls today as well. We're going to be taking phone calls. The phone number will be at the ticker, on the ticker at the bottom. So if you come on over to YouTube, we'll be able to get you on there and take some of your phone calls today as well. But yeah, let's get into since I have a Tennessee hat on, got the power tee. The matchup predictor on this for ESPN has Tennessee winning. It is a slight edge. It's 51.5 to 48.5. It's interesting to say the least. Gunnar Stockton comes in 40 of 58, 2 touchdowns. The over under is 49.5. I would like the under in that one. I think the Tennessee Georgia game is going to be a defensive struggle for most of the night or the evening. It's supposed to be a high of 82. Looks like clear skies for the folks down there at Neyland. But also, if you come on over to the YouTube side of things, you'll be able to get on air, make your phone call. That is something we're doing this evening. I have the phone lines open, and if you want to call. But there's that as well. But Joey Aguilar, 39 of 59. He's got 5 touchdowns. He had I think the competition that they played pretty much going into this game is pretty much equal, to say the least. That's kind of the way I take it. Austin P. Marshall for Georgia, East Tennessee, Syracuse. I don't know what you can pull out of that. I don't think you can really pull much out of it. When it comes down to it, Georgia only a 3.5 point favorite. Appreciate the follow. I don't think much. Yeah, Mark, I'm seeing a lot of that. I figured I would do a podcast. It was scheduled. We normally go live at 7:30 every night on YouTube, and then we do watch parties. Watch parties for the big games. The schedule for this weekend is the viewing schedule is Alabama, Wisconsin. We'll kick that off at noon, and then we will go into Tennessee, Georgia, and then we will have Notre Dame, Texas A&M, and also I think another sneaky good game this weekend is going to be Florida, LSU. A lot of people counting the Gators out this weekend. I'm not so sure that I'm on that trek, but pretty much I think Tennessee's biggest thing they've got to do is shut down Frazier to have a chance in this, and they got to make Gunnar Stockton beat him through the air. That's just kind of where I'm at on it. I don't know what it's going to be, but Tennessee's plus 150. You have also, this game opened at 6.5 at the beginning of the week, and that's just kind of what it is. Opened at 6.5. Just very interesting that the line has moved 3.5 points, or 3 points, from 6.5 to 3.5. That's that. How do I feel about the Hoosiers and Indiana State? I feel like the Colts. I think even though that we're doing the college football show, I think the Colts are going to be outstanding this year. I'm not shocked that Daniel Jones is doing what he's doing. I've kind of been one of the outliers on Daniel Jones. I've always thought he could play. I just thought the roster in Indy, or not in Indy, but New York was just absolute total garbage. But there's that. But yeah, we're gonna open the phone line soon. Um, if you come on over to YouTube, the number's on the ticker. You can call if you want to. We'll get you on air. So that but so there we go. This is but yeah, so that's what it kind of is for Tennessee, Georgia. I think that it's going to come down to the defense. It's going to be it's going to be a big defensive struggle. I'll be shocked if either team hits 20 points apiece. I wouldn't be shocked if it wasn't like 13-7 or but I don't know if it's going to get over 20 for both teams. Also, in that same viewing hour, Penn State is taking on the world beaters that are Villanova, and it's not a basketball game, so there is that. Penn State probably going to be able to name the score in that one. They've got some kind of odd game times. Oh, the other game that I wanted to talk about was South Florida, Miami. Nobody is giving South Florida a chance here. I think that South Florida has just as good a shot as anybody to win this game. A lot of people discounting South Florida. I find that very, very interesting. I think that South Florida is vastly underrated. Yep, I hear you. Prayers up for him and his family. Yeah, that's what's dominating the news cycle right now. Can't believe it. Stood up for what he believed in and open conversation. I think that Charlie Kirk's going to go down in history, and I feel honestly, I am not 100% with it. I feel like when things like that happen in this day and age, there's just no place for it, regardless of however you feel about it. It's all over the news and just absolutely unbelievable. I cannot believe that happened today. But yeah, that's kind of what it's brought it into. So yeah, a lot of people distracted by that. But on the South Florida Miami deal. South Florida again, 17.5-point dogs. They were dogs against. They're playing 3 ranked teams in a row. Just absolutely unbelievable that they are underdogs again. I can't believe it. Well, I'm not saying that they should be favored against Miami. I'm saying that I'm riding the 17. A lot of people think that they're going to blow them out, but I just don't. I'm just not buying it, to say the least. I don't think that, because here's the thing: you are putting a lot of you're putting a lot of onus into Carson Beck, to be honest. And if you really think that Carson Beck. I think that I got replying to a text here, but yeah, that is the big thing. Um, mm, I try to get this moving and a grooving here. Uh, but that is what I need to do. Get that. Um, just looking at it going forward, but I think I'm buying South Florida as a legitimate contender because if they go out and they beat Miami, I think that beating Miami is going to be a huge feather in their quill. That is just something that I think it. I don't know if it'll take the onus off of. I truly think Tennessee will win due to Georgia's unexperienced quarterback. He's never played in an environment like that. Yeah, I'd put Drake London at the flex position. Yeah, I think this is a big test for um uh Gunnar Stockton as much as anything. I think that I think that it's going to be a big prove it for him and Georgia going forward this year. I think there's a lot to be said there. I think that it puts the pressure on. I think there's more pressure on Georgia than there is um, just traded Fields. Ooh wee. I don't know. Justin Fields is going to be a big time uh, touchdown machine. I feel like in New York, but that's just my opinion. But there's that. Also, the phone lines are open if you come on over to YouTube. If I could spell. Just getting that together. So, but yeah, as we keep it moving today, I gotta look and see what else I have. Also, there's been a lot of speculation on the not so much in the Missouri camp that I've seen going forward. There's been a lot of people that have been talking about did James Franklin keep the wrong quarterback? Um, I've seen some notes and stuff on that people in the Penn State sphere have been talking about. But the reason why I ask is because going forward, Penn State has played two tomato cans, and I mean they beat the hell out of Nevada and FIU, but Drew Aller is 41 of 59, 3 touchdowns. I just am curious on if that is viable going forward, to be honest, on what they have there at Penn State. Their Hudson, their top receivers, got 126 yards and 1 touchdown going through. I get it. Last year, a lot of Penn State's offense ran through Tyler Warren, and it was big offense heavy, but just kind of looking at it through what I've seen, I just don't know um, if you can get that type of production. Um, so there's that going into it. Yeah, we're gonna scrap the old TikTok there, but sorry about that, everybody. Um, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on it. Um, what if Penn State kept the wrong quarterback? And then also, while we're doing this, if you could hit the like and subscribe button, help us grow this channel. I know it's a lot going on today politically. I get that, but if you're watching this late and enjoy this content, hit that like and subscribe button and help us grow this thing. I appreciate everybody who tunes in. Just one of those things that is going on today. But we'll go over Heisman odds here in a second, as I'm combing through some other stuff. Just looking at it. But yeah, the Heisman odds coming into this week. Number one, after week 2, this is via BetMGM. Nussmeier leads plus 900. Mateer in second with plus 900. Carson Beck plus 1,000. Dante Moore plus 1,100. Arch Manning's still in there somehow at plus 1,200. Lenore Sellers plus 1,500. And Gunnar Stockton in there at plus 1,500. And Devin Dampierre plus 15. And then the plus 2,000. Castellanos, Jackson Arnold, Julian Sain, Jeremiah Smith, Drew Aller. I think Aller will move up in the Heisman race. Dampierre is handicapped because he plays at Utah, and Utah normally plays later in the evening. I think that there's something to be said about that. And if Utah ends up going undefeated, I think Dampierre could possibly make some noise in the Heisman race. I think that there's something to be said there. But Arch has UTEP this week. Missouri has Louisiana Lafayette. But anyway, back to South Florida, Miami. Miami, the overwhelming favorite. Just to be clear, the over-under is 57. Carson Beck and Brown, the quarterback, Byron Brown, are pretty much equal when it comes to the passing yards. Beck's thrown a couple more touchdowns, 4-1. But Brown also 31 carries for 109 yards. I think his legs in this game will be the benefactor in it's something there. Also, I think Miami has one handicap that I think that it's going to be hard for them to overcome, and that is Mario Cristobal being the in-game coach. I think that at a certain point, there's going to be a time where Mario's not going to be able to overcome some of the wrongs that Mario has had, some of the blunders in the past. Maybe he can rewrite it, but we shall see. There's just a lot going on right now in the world. So there is that. Just looking over some other things. Just seeing what we have. Seeing what we have here. Also, I will say that the overwhelming of America is going to be against Tennessee. I'm not shocked by that. Georgia has won 8 in a row versus Tennessee. Just watching a lot of this commentary unfold in real time, very interesting. Very man, just looking at it, very interesting stuff. But yeah, Tennessee being the one thing that they haven't done is beat Georgia in the last 8 years. That is something to be said there. Just trying to consume some of the knowledge of what I'm seeing. Yeah, so pretty much with that, it is what it is. Also, the one last thing that we'll end on here tonight, I think I'm just going to cut the show short. The fourth down conversion attempts through last year through week 2, there was 432 fourth down attempts. 432 were up to 531, almost 100 more than last year. So there is that. Also notable Buckeyes in the NFL from the 2021 roster all had pretty productive days. So in the NFL, there's that. And then one last thing, I'll end it with Joey Aguilar's dad had some comments. We don't have a problem with Nico. If anything, it's a thank you. I think it's clear who won the trade. Look at the fans and the stats. Everything happens for a reason. So that is Joey Aguilar's dad's comments. So there is that. Just a very interesting day. I think we're gonna end the show today a little premature. Appreciate everybody watching. If you can hit the like and subscribe button, that would dramatically help us a lot. We'll just have to see what it is. We'll get back after it tomorrow. That's just one of the things that we got going. So if anything, we will see you guys tomorrow, same time. I don't know if Steel City will be in the morning. I might try to shoot for that in the AM hour. But with that being said, hit that like and subscribe button, and we will talk to you guys later.